Hi guys, this is Miss Regine from Soar Educational Services, and today I'm going to teach you how I would solve an SAT problem. So I've written some information on the board, but the specific problem reads, at time t equals 0, an object was launched from the ground level directly upward. While the object was above ground, its height in meters h after t second was given by the following equation. So that's the equation right here. And then it says how many seconds after it was launched did the object hit the ground. So whenever they ask you things like this, like how many seconds after it was launched did it hit the ground, they're asking when the function equals 0, so that is when y equals 0. So if you're able to use a Desmos calculator, you can actually plug this into the calculator, or even your TI 83, 84, whatever you have calculator, you can plug this in, and then you can see where the graph hits the y-axis. Now, where the graph hits the x-axis. So that's when y equals 0. Now, so that's one way to do it. Possibly you can check to see if this is factorable. This problem actually is factorable. I probably would not have solved it that way because unless I knew for a fact that it was factorable, because then you're trying out different numbers and you may not see if it's factorable. So I would do, or I'm going to demonstrate how I would do the quadratic formula. But I am telling you there are other options. So with the quadratic formula, you would do negative 34.3. So you do need to know that this is the formula for the quadratic formula. All right, and this is my A, and this is my B, and there's no C in this problem, so C is equal to 0. So I will do negative 34.3, that's negative B, plus or minus the square root of 34.3 squared minus 4. A is negative 4.9, and C is 0. So automatically here what I see is, I know this is going to be 0. Anything times 0 is going to be 0. So this part is 0. So I have 34.3 to the second power, but I also see that I'm taking the square root of it. So I know they cancel each other out. So at this point, because I'm going to just be left with 34.3, because the square and the square root will cancel each other out. So all I will have is 34.3 minus 0, but 0 is nothing. So we're just going to have 34.3 over 0. Oh, I'm sorry. Ooh, I did not mean that. Over 2 times negative 4.9. All right, so now with quadratic equations, you have 2 possible answers. So let's see. The first one, we have negative 34.3 plus 34.3, and that's 0. So it doesn't matter what it's divided by. That's at 0. And actually, that's our starting point. So that's the other answer. So it did say that. It did tell us that at time t equals 0. So we know that's our starting point. So now we're going to have to do it with the other one, negative 34.3 minus 34.3. So negative 34.3 minus 34.3. So that's negative 68.6. And you have 2 times negative 4.9. And that is negative 9.8. And now we will divide those, negative 68.6 divided by negative 9.8, and we have 7. And that was our answer C. So it works. Now there was a second question that went along with this. That question says, for how long to the nearest second was the object at or above the height of 49 meters? So in this case, we're going to see where the line hits 49, where the function hits 49. So it could be at or above. So again, you can plug this into your Desmos calculator. You can have negative 4.9t squared plus 34.3t equals 49. If you plug it into your Desmos calculator, you can see, oh, okay, well, this is when my parabola is above 49. So between this and this t equals this and this t equals that, that's when it's 49. But I'm going to solve using the quadratic formula because I do want to show you how I would use the quadratic formula. Factoring might be a possibility here too, but I'm not going to try it. So again, we have negative 34.3, so that's negative b plus or minus the square root, we have of b squared minus 4a and c all over 2 times negative 4.9. Okay, so we have the negative 34.3. plus or minus. So I'm not just going to easily cancel it out this time because this part is not equal to 0. So let me, and it was 34.3. So 34.3 to the second power is 1176.49 minus, and we have 4 times negative 4.9 times 49, and that's 960.4. And I'm just going to leave my denominator off for now just because of space. So now we can do 1176.49 minus 960.4. And that is 216.09. So let's see if we can take the square root of that. The square root of 216.09. Okay, that's 14.7. And that is over 9.8. So let's try our two solutions. So we have negative 34.3 plus 14.7 divided by negative 9.8. And we have 2. So t equals 2. Or we have negative 34.3 minus 14.7 divided by negative 9.8, and you have t equals 5. So